Hi and welcome to this Blueberry Markets video update with me, John Kibler, Head Currency Analyst. In this video, I'm going to take you through the Forex market wrap, going to highlight the news that occurred this week and some of the charts that we looked at in the week ahead analysis video. So jumping onto the news, we had lots of data this week, lots of volatility created by these events, although we have seen some volatility drop off towards the end of the week with the dollar starting to give back some of those gains. Started the week off with the RBA. The RBA hiked interest rates to 2.35%, still on about more rate hikes to come. So nice forecasted event that came through there. Australian dollar actually weakened off the back of this, and we saw Aussie US dollar push towards some monthly lows, which we'll go check out in a second, which is what we also talked about in the week ahead analysis video. The next sort of data set that we were interested in was the Bank of Canada. They also hiked interest rates, and we saw rates coming at 3.25%. And again, Bank of Canada looking to hike further. The big news really for the week was the ECB. Traders wanted to see if the 75 basis points hike from the ECB was actually going to happen, and in the end it was, because there was chatter that the ECB could only hike by 50 basis points, which would have really put a sort of dampener on the ECB's decision, and it would have disappointed the market basically. And we didn't get that in the end though. 75 basis points hike with potential to hike more aggressively in the near future, which was something that Federal Reserve Chairman Powell also stated a little bit later on in the day whilst making a speech, talking about that the Fed are going to remain very aggressive on the side of rates. Moving on to some other charts that we looked at this week then. So Euro US dollar was one of those charts. We talked largely about the range that has been forming in the market, and that you're more likely to look for sort of range lows and range highs to look for opportunities this week. So if it did follow that plan, then some trades from the range low would have worked out perfectly, had nice little retests of these lows down through here. But ultimately we were looking at this 0.99, and at the time the dollar was still gaining some strength, and what we said was, if price had followed through below these lows at 98.77, closed below, we could have actually seen some more downside for Euro US dollar. However, we didn't get that. Price rejected this level. We changed trend. We rallied back towards the 1.01, which is a level of key interest. You can see that there's a nice little low volume pocket through here, which could act as resistance, or could suggest that price is breaking back to the upside. Now, we did get a bit of a reaction here. Price failed to sustain itself above this level, and we've seen a drop back below. So is that a sign that the range is more likely to continue to play out? We'll have to wait and see. But the dollar did give back some of those gains this week over the past couple of days. So be interesting to see if the dollar continues to fall. If it does, we could see prices trade above the 10100s again. Going on to pound, our main focus for pound was the monthly support at 114.50. We were looking to see if buyers would step back in and around these areas, and we had the opportunity twice. So we had a rally, price came down, rally again. So it looks like we're forming this kind of double bottom pattern, with price currently trading by the neckline. Now, I would like to see some successful closes above the 116. We haven't seen that yet. Price has failed at the resistance here again, so I would like to see price close back into this area. If it did, I reckon we could be more likely to see price head back towards 1800, or the monthly value area low around about the 1850. Going on to Aussie then, so expected a bit of downside to the Australian US dollar this week, and we did get that initially. The RBA announced rates, and we saw price push to the downside, and it pushed into a monthly value area low, as well as this excess area that we talked about in the week ahead analysis video, and price rebounded from this area and has pushed to the current monthly value area low. So again, is price going to hold here? Are we going to see price push back down? If so, we could see another retest of the monthly value area low. If not, and if we get a couple of sustained closes above the monthly value area low and 68.80, we could see price trade to the other side of value, which is coming up towards that 0.7 level for Aussie. Finally then, dollar yen, expected some more upside this week into the 145 level. You can see we just tapped into that level and we did start to see some selling now. Didn't quite expect that. I expected maybe a break of 145 with the way the fundamentals were setting up. It was looking more likely that we were going to see a break of 145, but we haven't had that yet. But it doesn't mean that it's not going to happen, because price is still in a place where it could continue to push to the upside. However, I think we're looking more likely that we're going to retest 141s first. I think this is more of a dollar weakening rather than yen strength coming into the market, to be honest. So I would expect price to continue higher, despite the fact that we had the Bank of Japan this week try and talk about intervening. We didn't get a big reaction until sort of today with that dollar weakness. So yeah, I think this is a dollar based move, and that if the dollar turns and starts to become strong again, 145 could be broken. So I hope you enjoyed all the content this week. If you did, leave this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the YouTube channel to see some more Forex trading content, and I'll speak to you in the next video.